Okay, this lesson is on how to create some content for your class. So lessons and how it appears to your students so they can hand the work back to you. Best way of explaining it is just to jump straight in. So I'm going to enter my class, go to classwork. Okay, so to create a topic, you start with create. Click topic, and we're going to call it computing. Go add. So there's our computing topic. We're going to create some lessons for it. Being an American application, it's called assignment, but let's go with assignment is lessons basically. Let's give it a title. Got some of the instructions that pop up on screen, but coding. Got it. Please watch the following videos on coding, and please fill out the document explaining what debugging is. So I'm going to add some content here. I'm going to go YouTube. I'm going to put here debugging. Do a search. There you go. I'm going to put a website, and I'm going to look at Scratch. And show how we can just drop a website in. I'm going to copy this. Go back to my classwork. Add a link. And then paste the Scratch link in. I'm going to add a file. Don't really have a file on coding on here, but I'm just showing you can upload a Word document or PDF or anything really, and it'll convert it to a Google document. Let's find my here. Got it. Students can just view this file, and I'm going to create the actual work for them. So docs, that'll open up, and then I'm going to click on this untitled document bit at the top and give it a title. Okay. What is debugging? What is please, you will notice a bit it's automatically saving. Please explain what debugging is. And I don't need to save it because it's automatically saving, so I'll close that there. And what you'll see is that document is now down here. You'll notice that the title says untitled document. It will catch up. It sometimes takes a bit of time for that to come through, but I want students can view file, makes it a read-only document. Students can edit the file. This is where you could collaborate on a document. So all students edit the one document or make a copy for each student. This is the one we want to choose, and it drops the document. It drops a copy of the document into each student's file. We want this to go to all students, but you could pick individual students if you wanted. So that gives you some room for differentiation. We're going to choose ungraded. We'll talk about graded points at another date. Let's choose a date of Thursday. Don't really need a time, and let's add it to our computing topic. And then go assign. So that was all pretty quick. So we created a topic, we created a lesson within that topic, we added content to it. So if we go back to stream, we'll see that it's something that has changed here, saying that there's a upcoming assignment or lesson due tomorrow, and you'll see that it says it here. If I go to one of the children and we refresh this, you'll see that this is now changed, and I posted an assignment. Got it. So here's that assignment. This is from a student's point of view. If we go back to the teacher, if I click on the assignment, you'll see that it's been assigned to 2 people. These are those 2 documents that's been dropped in. A copy's been dropped into both of their accounts. None of them have turned it in. That's kind of important to have a look at. Here's the instructions, so we can watch these videos, look at these guides. We could drop a comment back to the student saying perhaps some more instructions, or some communication. There's the date it's due. Now if I go back to the student, click on the assignment, it's got here the work that needs to be done. So what I can do is click on computing, scroll down, here's the coding lesson. If I go into the coding lesson, it gives the student some instructions on what to do. So what you'll notice here is these are the resources. This is class comment, so I can post a comment to my teacher. I can post a private comment to my teacher if I needed some help. I can add and create a file that would go through to the teacher, supplementary work or extra credit or whatever you wanted to do. But what I'm going to do first is click on here, and I'm going to edit this document here. Sir, this is just when there is a bug in your code. Okay, could turn it in from here, or I can close this and go turn in. I've handed that back to the teacher, saying that I've completed the work and turned it in for the teacher to have a look at. So if I go back to the teacher and look at my student's work, let me refresh that. You see one of the documents has been turned in. It will show you what it is here. It also says it here. So let me open up the document and see what the child's done. Constantly gives you instructions on how to do things. So I'm going to look at the work that the student handed in and say, okay, yeah, kind of right, but we need to be a bit more in depth. So what I can do here is I can highlight this and add a comment. Correct answer, but need more detail. Oh, more detail. Comment. And then what I can do here is going, you can do better. Post. And then return that back to the student. Now if I go back to the student, who by the way could unsubmit it themselves if they feel they didn't do it justice, they can see it's been a comment's come back, you can do better, and you can see now there's a resubmit button. I'm going to send a little comment and say, sorry sir, have resubmitted with more detail. So I'm going to open this document again, and what I'll be able to see when this loads in, oh, there's a comment there. I can click on that as the student and see correct answer but need more detail. I can click OK here, and I can put some more detail. When you have code within a program, essentially this code is a set of instructions for the computer to follow. If these instructions have an error, then this is a bug. The bug needs fixing. This process is called debugging. And then I can turn in from here if I want. Okay, so that's gone back to the teacher. I'll let the teacher know that, fair enough, it wasn't very good work. I can go back teacher can close this and go back to the lesson. See, it's been turned in. Open this document. I can see that the child's put that comment there. But I can also click on the comment and see it, and see that the students answered that comment as well. And I'm happy with that. So I'm going to say, great work. Well done. Post. Pretty seamless process. Quickly I'll show you that if I go to Drive, which is basically your storage, whenever you create a topic or an assignment, you'll see in this classroom folder, it automatically creates a folder with the class. It creates a folder for each lesson you use, and then you'll see in here the students' work. You can see Ecta 2 hasn't done anything yet, but you can see the work in process with Ecta 1. Essentially, really quick, simple guide on how to create content, and we'll go more in depth with this, but it's a good starter just to show you how you can literally just start creating content. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks. Cheers. Bye.